What it do, everybody? Another video I'm wanting to get at. This guy, I watched The Breakfast Club and I saw this interview with Dr. Umar. And people online made some clips about certain things he said in regards to interracial dating. So I'm going to roll that clip and then I'm going to get back to you on the other side. Alright. Now, before I start on that, I'm just going to remind everybody we're in the year 2023 and we are still having discussions about race relations and social issues like interracial dating and all that kind of stuff in 2023. Now, a little background on me. I have 4 children. I actually have more children, but through relationships, marriage, whatever. But all my children are biracial. Now, the reason why I want to get at old boy about this is because I think that, and I think it's more a shot of anybody who has issues with interracial dating, whether it be black women married at brothers dating white women or whatever. I'm going to try to be brief and touch bases on how I feel about all of that. So bear with me. All right. I'm going to let you know how I feel about Dr. Umar right now when it comes down to this particular topic. I think he's a clown when it comes down to this. I don't think he's real with that. The reason why I say that is because his reasonings don't add up. Now, it's valid for him because that's just personally how he feels. But when I see it on the outside looking in, it's bigoted to me. It's very, it's discrimination at its core. One thing to be proud to be black or you like black love, just state that. But when you say, hey, he doesn't find any interracial relationships acceptable because there's too many black women out here that's single and need to be with black men. Okay. There are black women who are married to white men. Let's just throw that out there. There's black women out here that are married to white men, Hispanic men, Asian men, Italian, or whatever. Not just black men. And with his logic, those people, along with black men who date white women, hate themselves. It couldn't possibly be because of love. He thinks it's a form of status. Or that they hate black people. They hate themselves. They hate dating their same race. It be the people with the degrees, the titles. Oh, I'm this. I'm a doctor. Or I have this and this and that. To me, that sometimes say the most ignorant, ridiculous things on the planet. In his eyes, it couldn't possibly be for love at all. It has to be because you hate yourself. Or it's just not acceptable. Man, listen. Would you go to the doctor on advice about your car? You wouldn't. Is Dr. Umar married? No. Is he even in a relationship? Not to my knowledge. So what makes you an expert on relationships in general? Now, you're probably going to say to me, if you ever see this video, I never said I was an expert in your clown, blah, blah, blah. All right. And you're not either. I'm like, no, I'm not. I never claimed to be. But what I am, though, is a realist. I see through the bullshit. So this is how I feel. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I think some white girl hurt your feelings. I truly do. You could have been young, whatever. And there was a girl you was feeling. And she flat out dissed you. And if it wasn't that, you was raised by, or mostly by women, black women, and they made you feel like you couldn't be a man or allow you to think for yourself or find love anywhere unless it was with a black woman. Flat out. Because your reasons for not liking interracial relationships is bogus. Now, a little bit more background about me. I'm 40 years old. And as early as, I want to say maybe 13, I've been doing my thing with females. And I've dated women of almost all races. Women are women to me. It was never, ever about the race. It was never about that with me, ever. Even when it comes down to friendships, whatever. People are people. And I'm also not one of those people that said I'm colorblind and I don't see color. That's some bullshit too. No, I see color. I understand the experiences that everybody goes through, including myself, when I deal with racial issues, police harassment and brutality. I've been through all of that as well. The difference between how people view you when you are, like me, tall, dark, big. I used to be way bigger, but in how people view you, I experienced all those type of situations and hatred and stuff, not just from white people, but from black people too. So, interracial dating. There's so many women, black women in Hollywood right now that are in a relationship or married to white men. Lonnie Love, Eve, just to name a few. So you telling me, Dr. Omar, that them sisters don't love themselves? And what's your excuse this time? Or whatever you kind of do to try to justify how you view your bigotry. You'll say stuff like, well, them black men ain't stepping up to the plate. I'm almost positive that most black women who are with either a black woman right now or a white woman or a white male or whatever, and it ain't a black man, I'm pretty sure they date a black man. It just didn't work out, bro. Certain things just don't happen. If you don't match up, you just don't match up. It happens. It's not that black brothers aren't stepping up to a plate. Because trust me, I've dated plenty of black women. But it didn't work out. Whether it be me the reason or her the reason, it didn't matter. It just didn't work out. And it's the same with any other woman I've dated. Those relationships didn't work out for whatever reason. But for me, it was never about, oh man, I'm really digging this girl, but I'm not going to date her because she ain't black. I've never been that guy. Or I'm really feeling this female, but I ain't going to date her because she's black. What? Nah, man. Yes, are there some clowns out there too? I consider clowns where they only date white women because they think black women are loud or unapproachable or gold diggers or whatever they false view of all black women are.
Us black dudes, a lot of us don't like black girls, right? You ever heard the term, if it ain't snowing, we ain't going? And you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. You know, we get bashed for it. We get bashed for not liking black girls. If we don't like black girls, what is wrong with that? Like, if we just don't find black girls attractive, right? We just look at the black girls like they at the bottom of the barrel for us, right? What is wrong with that?
Yes, I think those brothers are clowns too. Because not all black women are the stereotypical type of black woman. They're not loud or mean or disrespectful or none of that type of stuff. There's a lot of good black women out there that got their shit together and the head on their shoulders and looking for love and all that kind of stuff. And they do things by the book and they don't cause issues or problems or strife. So I don't like those scapegoats either. So yeah, while I'm getting on your case, bro, I call out them cats too. Because I think they fake too. So yeah, I invite you, bro, to have a honest conversation with me. You know, use your intellect to try to prove me wrong or make it out to what I'm calling you as, bro. Because yes, are there some things that you say that does add up and make sense? Absolutely. I'm not saying you're a total fraud or you're whatever, but when it comes down to interracial relationships or even how you see white people sometimes, you're bogus for that. Very bogus, bro. I watched that entire interview and just to get off the interracial dating for a little bit, you are trying to build your school for black people for years so you can elevate black males and whatever, provide education for the black youth, whatever. And all the contractors you went through that were brothers did you wrong. Took your money, bounced, never completed the project. But the first time you hired a white crew, they're getting shit done. And Charlamagne said, what did you learn from that? And your response was, black people need to be taught better. What? Wait a minute, what? What? If you hired multiple black people to do your job and they didn't do it, it's not all black men that need to get it right. It was those individuals who took your money and took advantage of you. What it should have taught you was that your view on white people is messed up too. Because they are helping you fuel and make your dream a reality. So your perception of white folks is wrong too. Yes, am I proud to be black? Absolutely. Do I rap for black people? Absolutely. I support black businesses? Absolutely. And you can go through my social media and all that kind of stuff and watch my videos and it's proven. But I also support people too, in general. Not just black folks, but white folks too. It's okay to be proud to be black. What it ain't proud and what it ain't okay to be is bigoted. And having discrimination. You want to be respected. You don't like the racism in this country. But you're peddling more division and bigotry too. It's a difference between being proud to be black again and being bigoted. And your reasons to me for not liking or digging interracial relationship is bogus. I mean, it is your feelings. You're okay to feel that way. But your reasonings you're using as scapegoats to basically say that you're not feeling black women dating white dudes or black men dating white women. And maybe that's what you're doing too when you're masking it. Like, I think that some white woman hurt your feelings or whatever else, but that could be the reason too. You might see some sister you dig in and you want to be with, and they're with a white dude. And make you feel some type of way. You're like, damn, that sister could have been with me or any other black dude. Let's keep it 100, man. I'm all about keeping it real. I hate people who are phony and fake, bro. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. When I give you the real, you around my circle, I only want real around me. And when I watch people and I see them thriving and being successful off of being fake, it gets on. It irks me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're being rewarded for being a phony. In my opinion, you're a phony. Yes, I may not have your money. I may not have your status. To me, you probably think I'm a nobody, whatever the case may be. But I stand not only on my own, but I promise you, if we sit down and we have a civil, honest debate, you'll realize that you're not talking to someone who lacks integrity and about that bullshit. Some people typically will bow down to certain people they feel have a certain stature or status or whatever case may be. I ain't one of them. Never been that. So, yeah, man, get at me. I mean, for real, for real. Let's have an honest conversation about your real reasons as to why you don't rock with the interracial dating thing. Because just like people from the LGBTQ community, what's your reason for that too? I guess they hate themselves too because they choose to date their same sex or marry their same sex. Or what about those type of people who are transgender or whatever else? And what if it's a black woman or a black guy changed it to a woman and they date outside their race? That's messed up to you too. Because in that interview you was talking about perversions of little boys' minds and stuff. Man, if you know anybody that's of that community, they'll tell you they've had those feelings in them since they was little kids without any subjection or influences from stuff they watched on TV or what they learned at school or any of that. Which is why they say that, you know, most people who are in that community was born that way. Whether you agree with it or not, that's just who they define themselves as. And at the end of the day, does it affect you or your purpose? No, it don't. It don't personally mess up your life at all. Not even in the slightest. Black people are still going to reproduce. People are doing it at a lower rate now because there's lack of opportunity. It's hard for people in certain economic conditions to get out of it when there's a lack of opportunity. And then I'm pretty sure you'll say shit like, well, there's always opportunity if you work hard, blah, blah, blah. If I do it, you do it. Bro, we all know that's just not true. I know, you know, like I know, there's people in the hood that are way better basketball players than LeBron, Curry, all these cats out here. And that's all they do is fight to get in the NBA or do what they're supposed to do, but they never make it. And not everybody can go. Not everybody can get in the league. So what do you think it is with all the million people in this country? It's competition to get these jobs and get these paying jobs and to go to school and all that. Not everybody can go because it is not set up that way. That's what I'm saying, bro. I invite you, man, to get at me, man. All my social media, all my contacts will be in the description below, and we could chop it up, man. I'm honestly not coming from a place of confrontation or disrespect. I just call things out like I see it, and that goes for anybody who may disagree with what I'm saying. I don't hate interracial dating, not because I dated outside of my race. I just know from a personal experience, as well as just reality, you can't help who you love. And you shouldn't put a limitation on that either. Don't limit yourself. I think you're a man of faith too, because I can tell you're spiritual. I don't know what belief you practice. Excuse me. So let's say that you believe in Allah, or God, or whatever you want to call him, a higher entity. And what if God decided the love of your life was a white woman? The one that's going to love you in the way you deserve to be loved, who has experienced certain things in your life that you have experienced. May not fully be able to grasp the struggle and have a bit of privilege, but still grew up poor, didn't have anything, been surrounded by black folks, understood the struggle, saw some things or whatever. But she's feeling you. She loves everything you're saying, everything you believe, everything you're about. Loves your dirty draws. And you don't turn that woman away simply because of the texture, the color, her pigmentation. Make it make sense, bro. And then explain to me why you haven't found a queen yet. See, some women can see a narcissist. I called you that too, from a mile away. And they don't want those type of problems. They got to be able to coexist with someone. They have to give you some knowledge that's rooted in facts and make you think in a different way. And you be like, you know what, babe, you right. I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I'm not always right. I mean, there's so much. The lady that I am with right now, the mother of my daughter, she taught me so much stuff. So many things I never experienced, never understand. There was some point of view she would show me, or show me how to do certain things. Even though I thought I knew certain things, she hit me to so much stuff. And when I'm in a conversation, she says something that's legitimate, that's right. I'm like, you know what, babe, you right. I don't think you're that type of person. You can call me out and call me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove it. I don't think you're that type of person. But you can prove me wrong, man. We can sit up and we can chop it up. We can actually talk about our experiences. We can go down the line and we can agree to agree or agree to disagree. But I can almost guarantee you that we will both walk away with something out of this conversation. But that's it for this video, man. Like, if you have any feelings or thoughts about interracial dating and your point of view or your experience, man, hit the comment section below. Let's keep this conversation moving forward. And with that, I hope everybody's had a good day today. I hope you, Dr. Omar, had a good day. And if y'all did not, I'm sending positive vibes your way in hopes that your days will be blessed. And with that, it's your boy Walt with another video. I'm going to holler at you later. One.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is everything. In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, trifling, difficult. Let more.